Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and as you can see, I'm back in Everquest. This is another one of those videos, I guess. Sort of looking at classes and whatnot. I guess they've been up till now. Classes that I'm sort of interested in playing. Yeah, and it's this is my Enchanter. Now I was level 10, but I died and dinged down to level 9. And I did do a little video of the corpse run. It's only about 5 minutes or so, but what I might do is tag that onto the end of this video. So if a corpse run video suddenly appears, oh what the hell, then you know why. You know, it's I died and I'm just making my way back up to level 10. Yeah, and we're not too far off it now. Enchanter, as you can see, I'm just going to pull out for a wider view because the problem I'm fighting in West Common Lands. I think it's West Common Lands or East Common Lands, one of those. And it's an absolute pain in the arse, this area. What I probably need to do is look at where I can go next, because I've kind of finished up in Nectarless Forest, which is Nectarless, however you pronounce it. Oh, there's a bloody ghoul behind me, look. That's the problem with this zone, is that there's a lot of mobs, a lot of roaming mobs that are a lot higher than me. As you see on the corpse run, I got hammered by a hill giant, which is quite funny. And the hill giant does make an appearance in the video again, so yeah, it's quite. If you want to see some big dopey, like a giant gnome, bounding around, then yeah, you'll see that at the end probably. Yeah, but it's tricky. I finished up in Nectarless Forest, and I don't think there's much in there for me that I can sort of really level up on at the moment. And off of there, you've kind of got you have got another zone. I don't know if it's called Lava Storm, wasn't it? I can't remember what it's called. I'm not sure if I can go there. But the other option is to come out into the East and West Common Lands. Yeah, and they're a bit of a pain in the arse of levelling, I have to say. I'm not a massive fan. As I said, I mean, purely because there is just a lot of stuff around there that's yeah, just higher level than me. You know, it sort of creeps up on you, and you sort of have to keep this sort of view going, because if you don't, then in all likelihood you'll end up getting cracked by as a hill giant, as I said, or it could be a ghoul or a god knows what else. I mean, I got attacked by a Kodiak yesterday as well, and luckily I was quite near a zone line, so I just legged it. But this is the Enchanter. This is Berendar, my Enchanter, and it's the class that I'm most interested in, I think. Certainly from a caster point of view. As I said, I've previously in my monk video, I've sort of put my concerns down about why I'm a bit worried about playing a melee character. But yeah, certainly from a caster point of view, this is probably the most interesting one. And it's the big crowd control class. It's a pet class as well. As you can see, it's got a pet here, but I can't control this particular pet. It just sort of steams in and attacks things that attack me, essentially. But it's useful. At the moment it's useful. I'm kind of using it as a second. I'm just using it as a dot, really. At the moment I'm sort of yeah, just tanking blues and things, and I let him sort of wail away at the back, really. I cast the odd damage spell and that's kind of how it's been. It's working okay. Yeah, but what you have to think of the Enchanter is essentially he's the big, you know, he messes with people's minds. So you know, you can stun them. He's got a mesmerisation line of spells, which is the big crowd control spell in Everquest, or it was back in the day anyway. I can root things in place and that kind of thing. But yeah, but the crowd control is, way there we go, ding, level 10. I'm not sure if you were on one side or the other side back in the day. But when people used to do, like, you know, zone-wide shouts going ding, I just used to, well, I can't say what I used to wish on them. Yeah, so yeah, a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing there. So I'm level 10. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Enchanter is the big sort of crowd control class. Bit of a pet class as well, although obviously not as tough as the Mage or the Necromancer. And he also charms things. I've got the excitement of being able to charm mobs later on in my life. I think level 16 I get my first charm spell, possibly. Oh, there's a skeleton down there, a cracked staff, I think. Yeah, there we go. We'll have that. That's worth a platinum piece of cracked staff. You can never, whenever you see a if you see a mob with one of those, pick that up, because that's useful. Yeah, so a bit of a pet class. I get charm, which is great because I can actually charm mobs around me, so I can turn one of them into a pet. It's a bit so it's one of those things where it's a bit, obviously with EverQuest, nothing's easy. So the charm does break. So if you charm a pet and you get it to attack something else, essentially what happens is if the charm breaks, there we go. Yeah, if the charm breaks, then you have to sort of both of them start running towards you. You know, the enemy who was attacking your pet forgets about the fact that he was attacking your pet. They both suddenly become friends and then come charging towards you. So that's something you need to be careful about. I think it takes a bit of a cool head to, I think all experienced enchanters don't have a problem with it. It takes a bit of a cool head, I think, to just to re-charm essentially. Keep your head, do a bit of crowd control, get your pet back under control again. I'm just going to rebuff myself because my buffs have run out. Yeah, so that's supposed to be pretty good because effectively you can charm almost anything. You can run around with a massive hill giant as your pet if you want, I think. So that sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And also the class is pretty good at sort of buffing as well. It's got a line of debuffs where it slows down the attacks of an opponent. It's got a sort of a haste effect where you sort of speed up the attacks of your friends. It's also got one of the most sought after, certainly at the moment anyway. I mean, I think EverQuest now probably. I'm not even sure if there is any downtime in the live version of EverQuest, so maybe it's not as important. But they've got a buff line of spells that increases your mana regeneration. Which essentially means that your downtime's a lot less. Now I'm just sitting here with Druid Ring at the moment. Druids are one of the two classes. Druids and Wizards can port you about, so they can teleport you to different parts of the world essentially. And this is a Druid Ring, so this is one of the ones where this is where a Druid can take you to if you need to. Now I played a Druid back in the day, and I have to say it's bloody useful. The porting, it really is. And I'm not sure how much I'll miss it on a class that doesn't have it. But we'll have to see basically. I think I'm a dark elf, so the druid there they glare at me threateningly. One of them is just indifferent. So as a dark elf, you've got to be careful with other NPCs because things can be a bit dodgy. Can be a chance that they'll just attack you because they don't like you, because your faction, because of your race, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking level 10 now, and I have to say I am completely lost as to what to do. What I probably need to do is go and have a little study, and just see what's what, see where the best place for me to go to level will be. I don't want to travel too far from my home city because I can't bind myself at the moment, so wherever I go I'll need to get someone to bind me. And then I'll probably need to and I'll probably need to travel back to my hometown anyway when I get to level 12 to buy spells and stuff. So at the moment I'm not too bothered about travelling too far away, but it does mean that I need to find somewhere to level. The giant spider there, let's go and have an argument with him. He's a blue, he's a dark blue. But that doesn't mean that I've brought you here without an intention of doing anything. I didn't just say, well, I'm going to start recording. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a dungeon. I don't think it'll be a very successful time, and I'm not promising we'll kill anything because dungeons in EverQuest are frightening and bloody hell, massively dangerous. There we go. So I've rooted that spider in place. I'll run out of the way. Let my pet have a little go, then I'll start doing some damage. This particular spider, I mean, there's some things just tougher than others. I mean, this particular spider is giving my pet a bit of a pounding, so I need to give him a hand. Just keep checking around for anything creeping up on me. Hopefully we'll be okay. As I said, I mean, I didn't bring you in here with nothing to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Befallen in a minute, which is an undead dungeon. It's pretty horrible, and I believe I believe a ghoul used to spawn just inside, which is no good for us because I can't kill a ghoul at the moment. So it might be a case of sticking our head in. Oh, for God's sake. Might be a case of sticking our head in and then sort of taking it back out again. Maybe. But we'll see how we get on. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I should have just tanked this spider myself, shouldn't I, really? The pet's just not doing enough damage at the moment. I'm sort of looking forward to getting the speed up spell, the haste spell for him. And obviously, the debuff, the slow debuff for the old mobs. Skeleton there, but skeleton's sort of green to me now. Not really going to get any experience from it, so not too bothered. But okay, let's go and have a look at Befallen, just to sort of give you some sort of idea. And the corpse run that you'll see at the end of this gives you some sort of idea of yeah, just the tension in the game. You know, because I'm running about now. I've already died once and I've lost my level. I don't want to die again. So you become a bit sort of I'm not sure if you become a bit risk averse. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if you sort of stop looking for. You try and take the easy route. I mean, if I could find myself a nice camp to kill things with, to kill things at, I think I'm too far from Befallen. Yeah, I'm in the corner of the zone. So we'll run back again. Yeah, I mean, I could find myself a nice camp, even if it was a bit dangerous. I'd be quite happy with that. I don't like this running around the zone looking for stuff to kill too much. I'd rather have a little camp of maybe 2 or 3 mobs, kill those 2 or 3, and I'm quite happy to wait for them to respawn again. You know, it's sort of while I'm doing that, I get my mana back and that kind of thing. But this running around looking for mobs, you waste a lot of time doing the running around looking for mobs. That's the problem. I've just noticed that the will-o-wisps here are now an even con. So I could possibly. Where's Befallen? I think it's a bit further this way. Yeah, so I could possibly maybe have a go at the will-o-wisps. But you do need a magical weapon to hit them, and I don't think my pet at the moment does magical attacks. And if you go back and have a look at the magician pet, the magician video, yeah, he was fighting. He was fighting some mobs where he needed my pet needed a magical attack, so I had to. Magician luckily can summon up a little dagger, which is magical. So I gave that to my pet. Yeah, and he was well away. I'll kill this spider because it is blue. It's worth me doing. Just need to keep my eye out so I don't get, I think, comes and jumps on me. Probably should med up a bit actually. I'll leave my pet doing this one. Obviously, the problem is that when I go into the dungeon, my pet despawns, so I have to go through the whole process of getting him back up again. Now, what should I? Yeah, my pet's struggling with the spider quite a bit. I think what I might do is take over tanking duties from my pet. Just get aggro, which is not too easy in this game. Not so hard in this game, particularly as an enchanter. A lot of their spells have got a lot of aggro. I think the game's trying to tell you not to do too much damage with your spells. You know, you should be controlling the fight, not casting spells, damage spells on things. But at this point, you know, I'm actually getting a bit of a bash there. Oh, I'm kind of down to 50% health. There we go. Oh, he's running away, so. Come on, Kibob. Or Kibobin. I don't know if you pronounce the N or not, if it's a silent N. I'm poisoned at the moment, so let's struggle around to Befallen. There's the entrance. Yes, in Everquest as well. When you get below a certain amount of hit points, you start running slower. As you can see, I'm actually walking now. I'm poisoned and I'm taking damage, so I need to sit down. But the poison's water's worn off, so yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, a little entrance to Befallen. I quite like that. I quite like the. I mean, I do have to I do have to zone into the zone, but I like the fact that it's yeah, just as you go in, a little bit of a little bit of architecture for the dungeon just before you go in. I'm quite low, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here, and I'll come back when I've medded up and I'm sort of ready to go in. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm not quite ready to go in yet, but I just heard a bit of a I heard some heavy footsteps outside, and I just looked out and freaked out a bit because there's another giant outside. Now I really don't want to die here, but it actually looks like the hill giant that killed me, but this is called a Nightfall Giant. There he is, running over that way. Let's go and have a look. Nightfall Giant scowls at you, ready to attack you. I bet he does. There we go, there he is. Look at that big brute. Now I'm assuming at some point in my oh for God's sake, we're attacked by a bloody puma now. Okay, well I guess at some point I can puma keeps yeah, thanks for that. God, come out, good intentions of showing you what I'm doing, and I just get jumped by a bloody puma. Well, let's just blow the crap out of this thing. There we go. Not mucking about with you, Mr. Puma. A skeleton over there. Do you want to join in as well? No. Keep my eyes open for that giant coming back. This could be another terrible death here. There we go. Okay, he'll die in a sec. Now where did that bloody giant go? I don't know, he's gone. I'm not going to go chasing after him, but yeah, I just heard the I just heard the footsteps there, and I thought, oh bloody hell. Anyway, I'll get back to medding up, and I'll be back in a minute. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Bob here. I'm back. We're back. I'm in Befallen. This is the dungeon. There is a chap here, much higher level than me, I think. I don't know if he's sort of camping something here, maybe, or if he's going to travel further in. As I said, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of corpses here, so I'm conscious of the fact that, you know, there's a chance I might die. But I will be, I'm quite close to the exit, the zone point. So I'll have no reservations about running like a big girl to the zone point if things go south. There is some stuff here. There's a large skeleton in front of me who is, he's an even con, so he's going to be a tough fight for me and my pet. I'd feel a bit more confident if he was on his own, but there's a wimpy skeleton here, and the wimpy skeleton is green to me, but I do wonder if I pull one, the other one will come. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast Tashan on the large skeleton, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully things won't go too tits up. I've got my pet anyway, who's pretty oh no, I've pulled it on his own. Okay. Okay, I've got, oh, my friend here is buffing me, which is pretty awesome. That's pretty handy. My pet is having trouble with the skeleton, as I thought he might have. Oh wow. Yeah, but he's doing okay. My friend here is healing him up. He's not actually doing any damage to the skeleton, which is a bit of an issue. I think I'm probably going to have to root the dude here. I think maybe. There we go. Do a bit more damage. Yeah, my pet's pretty weak at the moment. He's not really up to the task, I don't think. He's actually the highest level pet that I can get. But he's taking a bit of a bashing. I wonder if I might have died if it wasn't for that bloke. Quite possibly. Show my appreciation. I'm not quite sure what class he is. I think he's a druid. He's casted some stuff on me. So that particular skeleton was a pretty tough ask. Okay. Right, I've just looted a sword. What I'm going to do for a laugh is I'm going to give him a pet, a sword, a different one. Yeah, so he's wielding that different sword now. Yeah, it's I'm not I'm not sure if giving my pet a weapon at this particular time helps at all, but you never know. So this is Befallen. I'm just having a chat with some chap here. He's waiting for a spawn. Let's have a look round. There's a putrid skeleton. And so I really don't want to go too far, but I think this kind of thing, yeah, putrid skeleton, I don't think I should really have too much trouble dealing with these dudes. I can probably just tank him myself actually while I'm the pet. It's a bit of a... Someone hit him. Me on the pet, I don't care who. At least the good thing about undead that I like is they don't run away. In a dungeon and you get something and it starts running away and you have to chase it to kill it. Well, actually I probably would just be casting root, wouldn't I, really? Now I don't want to go too far. I certainly don't want to risk sending a train. I don't know if you've heard of trains in Everquest. I'm sure you probably have. But I don't want to be sending a train after that bloke. Well, sending a train near that bloke. There's a necromancer. Oh look, there's a necromancer in there. Wowza. Should need light blue. The rat's green. And the skeleton's a dark blue. I've got to be careful, of course, of things spawning outside. The skeleton there spawning outside again. What's that over the back there? A nice wall. Very necromantic here. I'd imagine it's probably quite handy for... oh, it's locked. I don't have the key. Okay, fine. I've got the key for that one. Ooh. Yep. I think we'll give that a miss. I won't go too far in there. Where's my pet? There you are. Don't go getting yourself lost. Yeah, let's med up and see if anything there spawns again. I'm assuming it will just be the same stuff. The bloke behind us there is waiting for a spawn, which is kind of one of the things of EverQuest. That's sort of how the game worked. You know, you would find the thing you wanted to kill, or you knew where it was going to spawn. You'd go along and you'd sit there essentially, and you would just sit there waiting for it to spawn. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Let's go in here. I think sort of doing some sort of dungeon crawl, I think, is, you know, it's not going to be my smartest move. But what I'll do is, can I pull this rat on its own? No, I can't. Of course I can't. Why would I ever think that I could do that? Okay, so I'm going to mez I'm going to cast Mesmerise on the skeleton, or I would do if he didn't just... There we go. So I've mezzed the skeleton. That didn't work. There's 2 rats here, which is a bit of a pain, and that didn't work either. Okay. Let's stun them again. Stun everyone. I don't know why I can't mez the skeleton. Maybe you can't. I'm not sure. I'm running out of mana as well. Let's help my pet concentrate on one of the mobs. I'm doing okay at the moment because those buffs the guy gave me increased my armor class. And helps a lot. So yeah, we're kind of doing okay. Let's try and get rid of this skeleton. Obviously now will be the time where the other skeleton would spawn and join in, of course. and then it'll be in all sorts of trouble. But we've killed the other. We've killed the other rat. I don't know where the other one came from. Actually, there was obviously sort of. There we go. Ah, cool. Oh, I don't want no rat crap. Let's leave that. Oh no, don't want to do that either. Okay. So let's med up here. Well, that didn't work out too bad, but I'm pretty sure that I'd have been running for the zone line if it hadn't been for the buffs that the druid gave us there. Yeah, could have been an issue. But we've done okay. And my pet did proud there. A large skeleton shouts, "Rah! You've disturbed my rest." Oh, great. Didn't mean to. But I'm medding again, guys. Yeah, so I'll keep this video going. I mean, I think it's been quite... I think it's been quite a long video so far, but I will carry on with a bit more footage. Oh, there we go. The old druid was fighting a large skeleton there. I think that was probably just spawned. It's probably not what you wanted to spawn, but it did. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll be back in a minute for a bit more. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I've decided to do something. I'm in a dungeon and it's a bit dodgy. None of the stuff's respawned yet, which is a bit of a concern because it's probably just about to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and slip in this door here and attack this Necromancer. He's got a pet, but I'm not too worried. There is some stuff on this side here, but I'm hoping that won't aggro, and I'm hoping there's nothing around the corner there. So yeah, I'm looking at just coming in. I'm going to stun the buggers. Then I'm going to mez the pet. I'm going to mez the Necromancer. I think. Hopefully that's done that. Yeah. So now we're fighting the... or we would be fighting the things here, but unfortunately my my pet has decided to... my pet's decided to get involved with the Necromancer. Which is a bit of a pain in the backside. So I'll probably now... Oh, the Necromancer's nearly dead. There we go, Necromancer's dead. I think I've rooted the pet in place. There we go. Get the old plague rat down as quickly as possible. Don't run off. That's it. And we've just got the pet to go. Oh well, okay. Necromancer had a 1 silver. Not too much. Pretty tough to pet, actually. I'm glad we weren't sort of standing in its way too long. There we go. Nearly dead. There we go. Woohoo! Getting a bit flash here. Now, there's another Necromancer here. And there's a putrid skeleton there who's blue, actually. He's like a dark blue. So I have to be careful here. This could be... I could die at any moment, essentially. But those buffs, that buff's been handy. My pet seems to be pretty tough, actually. So what I'm going to do is mez pull this this Necromancer. So I'll mez the Necromancer, and we'll deal with the pet as quickly as we can. I'm guessing that this skeleton's going to come as well, which is going to be a pain in the arse. But there you go. I'm just going to get my mana back. Yeah, so this is a dungeon. I'm in a dungeon, and the experience is not bad actually, even though everything's been light blue that I've killed so far. I think you get bonuses for going into a dungeon because they're such a bloody nightmare. So I think I'm getting a bit extra XP for these things than I probably would be if they weren't in a dungeon. So yeah, but I have kind of worked my way in. Which I'm quite happy about, quite impressed, quite happy about that. I've got sort of 2 light blues and a dark blue here. But I'm wondering if I can do something without the putrid skeleton attacking me, but not sure. Not sure about that. We'll have to see. Right, well, let's give it a go. I'm going to cast Mesmerise on the neophyte. I'm assuming his pet will come. So did the putrid skeleton, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. I'm hoping I can move away and my pet has got one. Yeah. So what I'll try and do is root that in place, and we'll have a go at the pet. Get this pet down. Sharpish. The Necromancer. Well, there we go. So the skeletons, he'll start casting spells, so you've got to be careful. But I think we've got him. Yeah, he's dead. Honestly, guys, this is... Oh, he's got a little dagger. Bronze dagger. This is no great shakes, honestly. If I'm making this sound like more than what it is, it's not. It's just a few blues that I'm killing. But yeah, it's quite interesting how it's kind of basically how the Enchanter works. I mezzed one, 2 of them came. I sort of pulled one away. My pet was on the other one. Yeah, and rooted the putrid skeleton in place till we dealt with the others. Basically, that's kind of how it works. That's kind of what attracts me to the class. I think it's going to be quite a good sort of dungeon crawling class. I think particularly when you get charm, and you can become a bit more sort of confident with charming things and that kind of stuff. Okay. Anything spawned outside there? No. What about around the corner here? No. Where's my pet? Where are you, newbie? There you are. Well, I kind of killed these things quite a while ago, and nothing's respawned yet. Nothing's respawned here either. So I'm kind of wondering what the spawn timer is on these things. It might be quite long actually, which maybe means it's not really worth sort of waiting around for them. I'm not sure. Oh wow, there's another one. Oh, he's casting a spell. I think he's just buffing up his pet. Now maybe if there's nothing around the corner there, I'm going to risk a mez here. Oh, maybe not. I don't want spells fizzling. That's not what we want. Oh, there we go. Oh, bloody hell, where did he come from? God's sake. It's taking a bit longer than I'd hoped. This Necromancer's probably going to start casting spells in a minute. Need to kill his pet as soon as possible. Oh, he's casting a spell. He's cast something on me. Oh, I've mezzed him again, I think. But see, my pet's attacking him now, so my pet's just going to keep bloody attacking him. Right, well, I'm going to leave my pet on. I'm going to try and root this guy. Okay. Hey, we got him. Whew. Oh, he's got a robe. A damask robe. Okay. Well, I've no idea what's going on there. My pet's still doing okay. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, the bags are full up. How's this putrid skeleton doing? Still haven't done much damage to him. Bloody hell, it's taking ages to kill this guy. Oh, he's tough. I think we've got the better of him. Whew, there we go. How long's my druid buff got? Still a while. You got to be. That's the thing with this game. You see, you got to be careful. There's a skeleton Lerod round there, yellow bloke, and he's got a staff. Wow, I've heard of him. I'm not going to show you him because it probably means I've got to go up to him. But, yeah, there's some rooms there as well that I can't really afford to be pulling anything else out at the moment. Okay, well the stuff outside the room here seems to have spawned again. There's a wimpy skeleton. And there's a putrid skeleton. So those two things are pretty easy for me. So I'm going to stand in the corner here like a good boy and meditate. Anyway, guys, this has been my Enchanter, and this has been Befallen, little dungeon. I think probably from this point, I need to decide what class I'm going to play. I'll probably play a bit more of each, see how I get on. I do have one other class that I've started, and that's a Necromancer. Again, it's another class I quite like the looks of, but I'm not sure. I might do a video of that guy just to give you a bit of an overview of the class. But yeah, this has been the Enchanter. I've been in Befallen. Thanks for watching. It's been quite a long video, this one, but hopefully it's been fairly interesting. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you again soon.